but there was footage of him putting his hands on a woman and being violent with a female with his hands.
Allegedly, some folks believe they've uncovered the truth behind that infamous elevator fight between Solange and Jay-Z, while Beyoncé stood by and watched. The whispers suggest it might have something to do with Jay crossing boundaries with women. On the flip side, others speculate the real reason Solange went after Jay-Z in that elevator was because he was allegedly cheating on Beyoncé, with none other than Will Smith's child. Wait, Will Smith's child? But hold on, there's more. The Daily Mail dropped an exclusive, claiming Solange is deeply worried about how the backlash from Jay-Z's ongoing lawsuit might affect Beyoncé's career and well-being. And now, she's finally speaking out. Looks like the Carters will continue to be the talk of the town in 2025. So let's dive right into it, shall we? As for Jay, he's currently tied up in a legal battle with a woman who accused him of SA when she was just 13 years old. Now, a source close to Solange is exclusively revealed that she has been left fearing that there could be no coming back if Beyoncé continues to support Jay-Z. In fact, the insider claims that Solange had long been vocal about her distaste for Jay-Z after he was caught being unfaithful to Beyoncé. The source said Solange told Beyoncé she warned her a decade ago and she wouldn't listen. The source noted that Beyoncé is putting on a strong united front with Jay-Z, but she's getting immense pressure from her sister who's telling her, "I told you." So it's also worth noting that this isn't the first time reports have surfaced about Solange warning Beyoncé about Jay-Z. Allegedly, Solange was well aware of Jay's connections with Diddy and tried desperately to get Bey out of that marriage, knowing he was the link to Diddy. According to reports, Solange had a feeling that Beyoncé might eventually get caught up in something messy. Exactly like what's unfolding now. To make matters worse, Jay-Z's history as a serial cheater only adds fuel to the fire. Sources claim Solange is simply fed up with watching her sister suffer. In fact, it's been said repeatedly that the infamous elevator altercation stemmed from Jay-Z's alleged infidelity. Y'all probably remember the May 2014 incident when Solange and Jay-Z got into a heated argument in the elevator at the Standard Hotel in New York City during a Met Gala after-party. Surveillance footage captured Solange hitting and kicking her brother-in-law while Beyoncé stood by. Even with the intervention of a massive security guard, Solange managed to keep furiously kicking at Jay-Z before being restrained. At the time, one of the prevailing theories was that Solange had been provoked by fashion designer on Jay-Z's alleged side piece Rachel Roy, whom she had a run-in with earlier that evening. Then, toward the end of the night, Jay said something inappropriate to Beyoncé and Solange snapped when they got in the elevator. It escalated quickly the way family tensions can, and it got exceptionally heated the way family moments can. But back then, the trio decided to put a lid on the swirling rumors by releasing a joint statement addressing the drama. They said, as a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it. Jay and Solange each assume their share of responsibility for what occurred. They both acknowledge their role in this private matter that has played out in public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. The reports of Solange being intoxicated or displaying erratic behavior throughout that evening are simply false. At the end of the day, families have problems, and we're no different. We love each other, and above all, we are family. We've put this behind us and hope everyone else will do the same. The infamous elevator fight is once again making waves on our timelines, with people speculating there's more to it than just cheating. One person who's been trying to shed light on what really went down is none other than Jaguar Wright. Jaguar has already accused Jay-Z and Beyoncé of being a toxic power couple, alleging they've engaged in shady behavior, like keeping people against their will and transporting them across borders while unconscious for questionable purposes. These shocking claims even prompted a response from Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, who addressed Jaguar's allegations by saying, "There's rumors, and then there's nonsense." And what Jag said was one step further, a formal and pointed accusation of something according to Alex. This is why he gave Pierce a legal ultimatum, asking that the interview be taken down to remove the false accusation that was demonstrably false. In fact, Jay-Z's lawyer even made Pierce issue a public apology. In the apology, Pierce went on to detail that Jay-Z and Beyoncé, by way of their attorney, were considering legal action if he didn't remove Jaguar's claims from the interview. In the apology, he said that Jaguar unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé during that interview. Let's just say Jaguar wasn't intimidated by the apology at all, because she came back swinging with even more allegations, this time shedding additional light on that infamous elevator fight between Solange and Jay-Z. Jaguar began by addressing critics who accuse her of tearing down black men, boldly claiming that the real culprit behind bringing down the most black men, all while protecting his white friends, is none other than Jay-Z himself.
That's funny. They say I'm always trying to bring a black man down. Why ain't they say nothing about the Jigga Man? He done brought down D-Haven. He done brought down Big L. He done brought down Dame Dash. He brought down R. Kelly. Now he not friends with Diddy. He don't know Diddy. I'm just saying, it sounds like he take down more than anybody else. And he don't treat his white friends that way. I tell you that.
Additionally, Jaguar found it laughable that there are reports of Jay-Z allegedly putting his hands on another woman, with footage supposedly proving it, footage he didn't realize was being recorded by security cameras. Yet, when Solange was attacking him in the elevator, he didn't fight back at all. According to Jaguar, there's only one explanation for this. Jay-Z might have orchestrated the situation to make Solange look unhinged.
It sounds like he was trying to set Solange up to look crazy. That's what it sounds like to me.
Lately, people have been coming up with all kinds of theories about why Solange attacked Jay-Z in that elevator. Some say it was because Solange was furious at Jay-Z for cheating on Beyoncé, while others even suggest he might have gone so far as to get physical with her. Now, let me be clear. There's no evidence to support claims that Jay-Z was ever physical with Beyoncé, but given everything else that's coming out about him, people aren't ruling it out. And like I mentioned before, some are speculating that the real reason Solange went after Jay-Z was because he was allegedly cheating on Beyoncé with Will Smith's child. Again, this is purely speculation based on tweets and videos circulating online, so take it with a grain of salt. But if any of these reasons are true, it might explain why the real story was buried. Regardless, even though they claimed everything was fine after the incident, there's been visible tension between Jay-Z and Solange ever since. It's rare to see them together. While Solange has been spotted hanging out with Beyoncé, she's notably absent when Jay-Z is around. On top of the elevator fight straining their relationship, there are reports suggesting that the Carters were questioned about their ties to Diddy about a year before Cassie's lawsuit surfaced. This reportedly caused further tension between Beyoncé and Solange, which might explain why, in 2023, it seemed like there was a rift between the sisters. At the time, an insider even revealed, "We all thought it was odd that Solange wasn't part of Beyoncé's new album. It's the kind of sound that's right up Solange's alley." They also noted that not only was Solange not a part of BA's project, she had not sent out a single tweet or Instagram post supporting Renaissance. The source also added, "I think it's weird for her not to be out supporting. Beyoncé but took a chance on her latest album Renaissance, and she actually needed everyone to support it, to propel it to being a hit. I've heard things about their relationship. I think something is definitely going on between them." Another surprising detail is that Solange didn't publicly congratulate Beyoncé for her historic Grammy wins, especially as she became the artist with the most Grammy wins in history. On the flip side, Beyoncé didn't mention Solange in her acceptance speech either, even though she thanked just about everyone else. This noticeable silence from both sides certainly raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about tension between the sisters.
I want to thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God. I'd like to thank my Uncle Johnny, who's not here, but he's here in spirit. I'd like to thank my parents, my father, my mother, for loving me and pushing me. I'd like to thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children who are at home watching. I'd like to thank the queer community for your love and for inventing this genre. God bless you. Thank you so much to the Grammys.
Rumors have also swirled that the tension between Beyoncé and Solange escalated to a shocking level. Allegedly, during a heated argument, Solange lost control and physically attacked Beyoncé in a blind rage, leaving her with injuries so severe they required medical attention and over 2 weeks of bed rest, particularly for a serious leg injury. Now, with the ongoing lawsuit causing Jay-Z to break into a sweat, Solange is reportedly even angrier and wants Beyoncé to stop supporting him entirely. Speaking of the lawsuit, there have been some notable updates. Recently, Jay-Z requested permission to file a motion to dismiss the case, and a judge has granted that request. According to court documents, Jay-Z is now set to file the motion on February 6th. From there, the plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, may file an opposition by February 28th, and Jay-Z will have until March 14th to issue a response. The timeline is shaping up, but the outcome remains uncertain. Jay-Z's lawyer noted that it was not consistent with justice fairness or the rules governing federal proceedings for the plaintiff and her representation to smear Jay's good name. Remember, Jay-Z was also pushing for Jane Doe's identity to be revealed, but the judge ruled that she may continue to remain anonymous during the early stages of the litigation, but the judge noted that circumstances could change as the case moves forward, and she stated that she intends to revisit the issue if and when the case progresses. Other than this, the judge also warned Jay-Z's lawyer against using what she described as his combative motions and inflammatory language against the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Busby. She said Carter's lawyer's relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it. Personally, I can't wait to see how this case unfolds. One thing's for sure, this seems to be the breaking point for Solange. Reportedly, she's determined to get her sister out of Jay-Z's life as soon as possible. Whether Beyoncé will actually listen to her this time is anyone's guess. As we wait for more updates, let me know what you think. What's the real reason Solange went after Jay-Z in that elevator? Was it the cheating? Maybe even with Will Smith's child? Was Jay-Z physical with Beyoncé? Or is there something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.